What's up, nerds? Welcome back to the Munch Bros in the Nerdverse. We are your hosts,
Tank Girl,
Dr. Cheese,
and me, Blasphemous. And joining us tonight is...
Logus McBrogus.
How are you all today? Because this is a day show. We have not done a day show ever. It's always been night shows.
Yeah, I'm up and alive.
We couldn't do a night show last night because, you know, the monkey was sick.
Yeah.
So
Poor little girl. I felt so bad.
she had 101 fever, and now she is doing great.
I've absorbed a lot of the sun's rays, and they haven't dissipated yet. So now I'm too powerful.
You're perky.
Yeah.
So you're Superman, is what you're telling me.
I'm too powerful.
All right.
I can't be stopped.
This is what we're going to nerd out to tonight. I got some funny, weird words. I'm not going to do all of them. There's like 75 of them. I'm only going to pick out the funniest sounding ones.
Okay.
Then nerd news. And then Tank Girl has a choose one game where we're basically going to just choose one out of like a whole bunch of selections that she's given us.
Yeah. Two great choices to choose from, right, Kristen?
Or no, it's more than two. It's just like there's one that's like four.
Right, Tank Girl?
Yeah. So there's two different ones. There is one that you choose one out of two, and the second one is you choose one out of four.
Yeah. And then we're going to do our chug. We have two beers tonight from the same place. I'll get more into that later. And then we're going to movie review Justice League Dark Apokalips War. We're going to tell you the nerd word, but I'm not telling you yet, so you have to listen more. And then we're going to outro it, but there might be a one-liner here or there.
I don't know. If you guys are good, you might get one.
I'm a good little boy. Alright, let's talk nerdy. Alright, I got some weird words. Some weird words for you tonight that I found. They've got some pretty funny ones, like, let's see. Argle bargle. What do you think argle bargle means?
It means not a real word.
It sounds like it would be like a sailor's word.
Might be. It's an adjective. It means copious but meaningless talk or writing.
Well, that is a meaningless word.
So are we argle bargle?
I mean, I'm constantly argle bargle.
I mean, this is what Docta is. He's a Bible. And it's not a Bible. It's a Bible. It means to drink often, to eat and or drink noisily.
That's true. I am a verb.
You are a Bible.
You Dr. Cheese.
Oh, here's one. Here's a funny one. This one's from our childhood, from DuckTales. Blatherskite.
That's actually a word.
It's actually a word. It's a noun. It's a person who talks at great length without making much sense. So Docta again.
Once again.
Why are you describing the doctor right now?
Well, then
because they're weird words?
Yeah, they're weird words.
Just like you?
They describe him. What about Bobsy Die? Bobsy Die is a great...
died?
Bobsy Die, with a dash in between them. It's a noun. A great deal of fuss or trouble. Logus McBrogus.
Oh, that's Logus for sure.
Dang.
I'm just kidding. Oh, here's something that Tank Girl gets. She gets Borborygmus. I can't even say that. Borborygmus. It's a rumbling or gurgling noise in the intestines.
Borborygmus.
Thanks.
But it also makes you very bum-fuzzled, right? It's confused or perplexed. Oh, here's one that my grandfather would say. I always thought it was an old person word. It's just weird words. Cattywampus.
Cattywampus.
It means it's askew. It's messed up. It's weird. Mm-hmm. You know? What about doodle sack? Who wants to play the doodle sack?
Oh, God.
It's not as dirty as you think. It's just another old English word for bagpipe.
You're a bagpipe.
Bagpipe is an old English.
Dr. Cheese is a doodle sack.
What about diphthong?
What?
Diphthong.
That sound. That probably has to do with text, right?
It's a noun. Two vowel sounds joined in one syllable to form one speech sound.
Yeah.
E.g., the sounds of OU in out or end of OY in boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a diphthong. You're not dipping no thongs with that. So
No.
So when you go to Austria, the first thing you're going to is a diphthong.
You're gonna diphthong while you play your fiddle. Well, does anyone want to guess what a fipple is?
A flute.
Flute.
It is.
Oh my God, we got it right.
It's a mouth. It's the mouthpiece of a recorder or similar wind instrument. A fipple. You know.
Heck yeah.
Let's
Ben
see.
nerds know that.
Right. And then you got gobbledygook. That's a real word.
Gobbledygook?
Language that is meaningless. That's what it means.
It's a bunch of balderdash.
Balderdash. I hadn't seen that one on this. That's a good one.
Sounds like
It's a game.
That sounds
Deep
like
cuts.
Deep cuts.
gobbledygook. Sounds like something someone would say to an infant.
Right, gobbledygook.
I wonder if they have to the nines in there.
The what one?
To the nines is an old, antiquated phrase.
Well, this is just one word, so if
Oh,
that's
that's
like a phrase, yeah. then-
Oh, that's true.
Here's something that affects me. I got mel drop. It's a drop of mucus at the nose. Man, I'm always congested. Damn allergies.
You and your melodrop.
Right? Hey, I think it's poppycock,
You're a
which means
poppycock.
nonsense.
Absolute balderdash.
I think poppycock is one of those words that are just, people know that word, you
Yeah.
know? People knows what poppycock
It's nonsense, you know.
Good
Does
old-
anybody want to know the old, outdated meaning for armpit?
Oh, God.
What's that?
What is
It's oxter.
it? Oxter?
Your oxters are smelling today. Should probably go put on some deodorant.
Your oxter is attacking my olfactory sense.
What about titty nope? No, these are not bad words. Titty nope. A small quantity of something left over. So basically, when you go to a party and somebody wastes beer, that's a bunch of titty nope.
This is a family-friendly
And-
show.
It is. It's titty nope, and it's a taradiddle. Pretentious nonsense.
Oh, my God.
You're making half of these up.
No, it's here.
No,
It's all...
I don't believe that.
And here's something that really affects the doctor. He hates this when people do this at Walmart. He hates whifflers.
Those whifflers.
What's a whiffler?
Whifflers, somebody who walks in front of you through a crowd.
God damn whiff.
God damn you, whifflers!
No, I don't hate them if they're just straight whifflers. If they're whifflers that slow up a bit,
Oh yeah, slowy whifflers. You know, you don't like it.
yeah, you get in front. They get in front of you. They cut in front of you real fast, and then they slow down.
It's only okay if you go Widdershins, right? Which means to go left-handed in or a contrary direction.
Look, stop speaking
Count-
Icelandic to me. Right?
Well, I mean, you could always use the winkle picker.
That's
It's a stylish shoe or boot in the 1950s with a sharp and long pointed toe.
Jesus Christ.
And that's my weird words for today.
that was painful.
It was, but it was fun. Now we've got the nerd news. This just in, nerd news. Tank Girl.
So I've been, it's not really, like, super big nerd news, but, I've been seeing a lot of amazing cosplayers lately.
Yes,
on
cosplaying what?
On my feed, and it's a lot of Sailor Moon cosplayers,
Nice.
which I saw this beautiful woman. She did a Princess Serenity cosplay. Now she's a black woman, and I follow several Sailor Moon posts, and somebody said, "Oh, everybody knows that she's white, not black. Why can't we just do it like that?" And I got,
This just in. She's Japanese.
but
I think it's stupid when people shame on cosplays, because cosplaying, if you don't know, and if you're a bigoted nerd, cosplaying is for any body type, any shape, any color.
mhm.
You
true.
can do whatever you want. If you want to be Cyclops and you're 300 pounds, you can be Cyclops.
These are facts. The nerdverse is for everyone.
It's for everyone. The Nerdverse is your place
Yes.
to go to stay away from this stuff.
And what the post that this was on, they banned this person
Good.
from their site because they said we do not follow bigotry.
In unison, let's say it.
Good. And ever since then, they started posting all these beautiful women who are of color who did all the Sailor Scouts. And of course, it's going to be posted on our Facebook page because I feel like they deserve it. They put so much heart and energy into their characters, and I find it beautiful.
We were talking about this earlier, and we thought that African people actually have to work harder to cosplay because of that stigma of, oh, you're black, you can't do that. No, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
They actually work harder and make even better.
Yeah, they do it so much
Cosplays.
better than like white, Mexican,
Yeah.
Asian, like they anybody.
Not even that, but like it's they work harder. So, and we love them. Every time we've seen
Oh, yeah,
something that's
absolutely.
different. I mean, when I first moved here, it's not like race or anything, but like when we went to the cosplay bar,
Millennium found him.
Millennium Fandom Bar, they had a gender bender night, and it was awesome. So guys were dressed up as women superheroes or bad guys, and women are dressed up as men, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
Like there was a dude who was dressed up as Poison Ivy. It was awesome looking.
I was there with you. I saw
Yeah,
that.
you were here.
Yeah. Oh, and also, if you haven't seen Method Man as Bishop, you should totally see it.
Oh, I'm so down for a Method Man Bishop. I love me some Method Man.
So that's my news, you guys.
Well, I mean, to branch off that, like if we had to have like a gender bender or a different race as somebody, who would it be? Could you think of anything? I would think it would be cool. Let's see. Can't do Green Lantern. Green Lantern's like every person.
Yeah.
What about
Green Lantern? We appreciate how
Diverse.
varied you are.
In comics, we have Black Batman. Or not Black Batman. Sorry, Black Superman. That was my mistake.
Black Superman.
He's from Earth. I can't remember what Earth he was from. Nerds can help me out.
I thought it was Earth
Don't you-
2, wasn't it?
Don't you mean Agent Superman?
We have that too.
Yeah. There's
That's
many.
That's a different Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of what would be different. Let's see. Let's make. Oh, what about like a Mexican Flash? I mean, I guess that's a little too close to Speedy Gonzalez right there. Yeah, right. Eesh.
Hey, I know.
That's a big oof.
What about an orange,
Orange. What are they, Trump?
Martian Manhunter? Orange Martian Manhunter. Instead of him being green, he can be orange.
Okay.
Like like a different
So
color.
basically now, because he's not green, he could go against Green Lantern and win.
Yeah.
It could be an
'Cause
evil Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, remember, like Green Lantern's one of his things that is bad for him is
Just
the
the
color
opposite color,
orange. Like,
No, yellow.
I thought it was orange.
Yellow negates.
Oh, it was yellow. I'm sorry. I haven't read some Green Lantern in a while. But yeah, that'd be interesting. Like,
Oh.
I like when they mash up things and they make new ones. Like they made what was it, Miss Marvel? They made her Indian.
Yeah, that was
from
really
India.
cool.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I liked Riri Williams.
Riri
Once I heard
Williams,
the
Iron Man?
story about her. She's an MIT student. Was able to
Tony Stark was
build
dead.
an Iron Man suit in with spare parts.
Yeah, and he was dead, so that's why she did it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Miles Morales. Like, hey, I got these powers. Spider-Man's supposedly dead in my universe, so let me be the new Spider-Man.
No, I mean, I think that it's realistic. If someone was capable of creating an Iron Man suit and it was like the movies, people acted like they did in the comics and stuff like that, and Iron Man died, there would be a kid on the street trying to build an Iron Man suit and trying to be the next Iron Man.
Oh, yeah.
And there would be someone smart enough to do it.
Yeah, I mean, if he didn't get bit by a spider, I think Peter Parker would have done it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I mean, he supposedly was in the movies as a little kid. He's,
Well, I mean, in extended lore in the Spider-Man universe has Peter Parker being able to like build molecular structures, so it's not that far of a challenge.
No.
Well, adding on to like everything that we're having in this conversation, I follow comic book nerds on Facebook, and they do a Wonder Woman Wednesday. And it's so awesome. They do every different type of Wonder Woman. There's black, there's Asian, there's Polynesian.
Oh, that's cool.
There's, white.
I would love to see a Polynesian Wonder Woman. That'd
she
be
would
interesting.
Be
Maybe she would have like the tribal tattoos. That would be dope.
But yeah, like so every Wednesday they post a new picture. It could be new to like newer as in artwork, or it can be older, like when Wonder Woman first came out, but it's a Wonder Woman Wednesday, and they show different types of her. And I always think that's really cool. It's like, you always see the same characters over and over and over again, but you know what? Let's mix it up. Let's say, hey, well, what about this? What would everybody think about this? So I think, being more diverse in our universe is very good.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, it's very good.
So kind of like when they mashed up different Batman with other characters, like in the dark multiverse, like stuff like that's cool too. I think it'd be. I just thought of this right now. How cool would it be if they took? Because I'm more of a DC fan. I love Marvel, but right now I'm more of a DC fan because I always feel like their characters are hit closer to home for me.
They feel a little bit more grounded and
more real. Yeah.
It's because Marvel doesn't really like to touch on the dark issues that DC does.
Yeah.
They want to be more family oriented.
Well, they weren't really at the beginning, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But what if they took DC heroes and mashed them up with horror films?
Ooh.
Like I don't know. Let's see, who's kind of a brute?
Superman.
Superman, but he's more of an intelligent brute. Okay, let's say, what about like Hal Jordan and like Jason Voorhees? That'd be interesting.
That would be interesting.
Or how about a Freddy Krueger Batman?
Oh yeah.
They kind of had a cover for. They had a variant cover for the deceased of Batman Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, they did.
You know what would be an interesting one?
Huh.
The Cloverfield monster versus Superman.
Cloverfield with Superman. I don't think I actually saw that monster.
I've never seen Cloverfield.
It's bigger than Godzilla.
Oh yeah.
course
Okay,
it
I think I did.
Yeah, the thing about it is that the Cloverfield monster, its parasites are horrifying. They're like 9 feet tall.
Okay.
They drop off and like kill people.
What about like? Oh jeez, I'm trying to think of a horror film. what about like a gremlin Green Arrow? This is just a crazy looking Green Arrow. I'm just trying to.
It would be cool to mix Flash up with a horror dude.
Yeah, Flash. I can't think of who he'd be with. That would be. Who's that iconic horror film person that you can mash Flash up with? Mash Flash.
Well, it'd have to be someone that can like reality bend, really. So things like the Wishmaster
Ooh.
might go well with him because he can just say, "Catch you in a flash," and he's like, "Oh, wish granted,"
Wish granted.
and then say something horrible or something horrible happens to him.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. We thought of some ideas there. Logus, you said you had something to tell us about a video game for your news.
Yeah, I do. So Fortnite is a game I play, but see.
Oh, you play Fortnite?
You play Fortnite? I didn't know that.
Yes, I do.
Huh. All right.
But as we all know, season 3 is coming soon. There's a timer on the loading screen for the game.
Yeah.
And there's like 7 days left. There's going to be a doomsday event where Midas has a bomb device
Yeah, like a weapon of mass destruction.
that's planning to destroy the dam to flood the map.
Yeah.
It's also going to destroy other landmarks to create new ones.
Yeah, we actually have a timer now, so we can't wait to see this. Like,
And a thing I learned just yesterday, if you go to the Midas HQ room for the Ghost and Shadow thing, you'll see in the background that there's like a box with a weird helmet that's purple and a bodysuit. That's rumored to be the thing Midas wears to protect himself and to bend the storm.
bend the storm.
Bend the storm?
Bend the
It's
storm.
gonna, like, the storm's already been acting really weird. I played it yesterday, and it's like it'll go even slower or
Mhm.
very fast,
Oh, wow.
closing in, and then the whole the spaces where you can go can be like drastically different, like everywhere around the map.
Oh, that's nuts.
Yeah.
Like you could,
It'll make you run through the storm?
like you can.
It can if it catches you. Sometimes we've been noticing that the storm, instead of 3 minutes, is giving you 5 minutes sometimes, and sometimes it's 3. Sometimes I think it's less. Sometimes than that.
Yeah, you get like this giant storm in the giant zone circle in the beginning, and then there's like this really tiny circle
Yeah.
that takes you like years to get to.
Yeah. Instead of how like the game usually goes, it's like the big circle, and then it kind of comes down a little bit.
Yeah,
It would be like drastically, like almost into the middle.
that's crazy.
Yeah. So.
And talking about the dam, for season 3, it's gonna be underwater themed.
Yeah. So there's gonna be islands everywhere.
So for new viewers who aren't familiar with the concept of Fortnite, apparently every season the map changes.
Yeah.
And there's
So-
a new storyline and live event at the end.
Yeah. There's always some kind of event that causes the map to change, which is cool.
Like how Giant Travis Scott kind of destroyed Sweaty Sands a little bit.
Yeah. But that was cool. That was the greatest. That was a cool show. I've never seen
It was a very
video
good show.
game like concert. That was like the coolest one. I saw the Marshmallow one. That was from season 1,
It wasn't that
and
good.
it was just him kind of sitting at a turntable. I'm like, and then Travis Scott was like this big giant like mind-blowing event, like where you're flying through space and him stomping because he's a huge giant makes you bounce
avatar,
you bounce up into the air and stuff like that. It was like a big giant party. Like, well done, Fortnite.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, it was very trippy. Like, I suggest don't do anything when you watch, if you ever watch that.
Yeah, you'll trip.
So, Doctor, you have some news.
I do
for the gamer, right?
For the gamer.
Nice.
For the gamer who's ever played the PlayStation hit Bloodborne, or for fans of the Souls series, it's one of those. Bloodborne is rumored to be getting a remaster for PS5.
That's going to be awesome.
What a great game. It is absolutely gorgeous, even in the small amount of frames it's locked to. It is a game that has a very high difficulty floor and a very high difficulty ceiling. So you can be really good at the game and still have a frustrating time at it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I've known people who've broken their controllers. Luckily, I'm good at game.
Good at game.
I know how to video game it.
He video game very good.
I like to caress the controller.
He loves his controllers.
Oh,
but
you even see him kissing it sometimes.
The great thing about Bloodborne and the Souls series is that it's got a huge story, and a lot of it's open to interpretation because what they give you is only really dialogue and aesthetics. They don't give you anybody telling you what the backstory is.
Yeah. I think when I bought that game, and I ended up giving it to you because I was not into the whole I have to roll every 2 seconds to hit and win. And it takes forever. Like if I have to battle somebody for 5 minutes, I'm like, ugh, this is so boring now. But I understand how other people they like it. Bloodborne was a beautiful game. That's why I bought it.
Absolutely a gorgeous game. And
I think if they released like a super easy version of it, I would just be okay to play it.
Well, you should probably watch a Let's Play series because halfway through that game, it changes a lot aesthetically.
Yeah.
And it gets horrifying.
Oh, nice. So, but that's more beauty right there.
Oh yeah, it's pretty, but you see, a lot of that game was based off of Lovecraft lore.
Okay, that makes sense then.
And so when you see that really horrifying stuff, it's really good at giving you the creeps. Like when you walk into a new room and it's empty and you start hearing the choir music go off, you're like, shit.
Boss battle.
and sometimes it's an empty room, just to throw you off.
Huh.
Creepy.
Those games, that game is get creepy. It's like an 1800s setting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My recommendation is to play this game if you haven't, if you have a PS4 or if you're waiting for the PS5. Stick around. I'm pretty sure it'll come out, and it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's very good.
It's very good.
Very, very good.
I mean, in the game you can get this sword that has a concrete brick at the end of it. You can turn it into a hammer by clicking the R3 button in. Oh. It's pretty nuts. The transformative weapons, the skills that you get. The game transforms with every piece of gear you get.
That's cool. That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I've got some news for you all too.
What kind of news you got?
It has to do with Josh Gad.
Woohoo!
Josh Gad.
Josh Gad.
Oh, Gad.
He's been bringing people together as of lately.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen Back to the Future. I guess they just did a Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm.
What was the first one?
The first one was Goonies.
Goonies. I haven't actually watched that one. I need to watch it. Guess what the new one's gonna be?
What?
Ghostbusters.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
He said it's going to be very, very special. You gotta watch it. It says it's going to probably set on his usual slot on a Sunday, so I guess that's
today.
Not tomorrow. No, it says June 8th. I guess they got that wrong. So maybe it's today. But yeah, I'm hoping for some Rick Moranis.
Oh my God, how amazing would that be that he would be on that?
I mean, obviously we can't have Harold Ramis, which is sad.
No, poor Harold. But you still have
we got Bill
Murray, Dan Aykroyd,
Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
They're gonna have the director Ivan Reitman on it.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully he'll say something about his son doing the new Ghostbusters. I'm hoping he'll say something about that.
I'm hoping that's as good as it looks.
Yeah.
I think it will be.
It says Rick Moranis. Yeah, he hasn't been related to the property since 1989. So I'm hoping he'll come back as just like, hey, I'm back, because he's supposedly going to be doing stuff again. He's doing a new Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
I heard that he went into an interview, and I saw, well, I hope he starts getting into the business again soon. I love him.
Moranis, the Munch Bros, have your back.
Mm-hmm.
We love you.
We love you.
We love you.
So that's all what I got. I'm looking forward to that.
In this house, we stand the Moranis.
We love the Moranis.
I just love that Josh Gad is doing these awesome rewinds, and for us who love those classic movies, and he's bringing these characters back. And if you haven't seen it, go ahead, watch the episodes, the Goonies ones, which I surprised blasphemous that you haven't seen it, because I know you love the Goonies.
I know. I just hadn't gotten around to it.
Yeah,
it's something they didn't say anything about Ernie Hudson though. So better be some Ernie Hudson.
Yeah, you gotta have Ernie Hudson.
You gotta have Winston.
Mm-hmm.
That's the great thing about classical movies, is that when you're done watching it, it's not enough.
No, it's not.
No.
So
it's never enough.
It's never going to be enough. So, having them come back together, that's like a little bit more closure for us.
Yeah.
And that sounds good to me. I can't wait to see it.
Wow,
I need to watch the Goonies still, though. Tank Girl, it's time for a game.
Okay, you guys.
I call it the choose one game.
All right.
All
so,
right.
we got two different ones.
We'll start with the first one.
I'm
Start with
listening.
the two.
Yeah. All right, the first one.
Okay, we gotta think.
Would you rather look like Jar Jar Binks or talk like Jar Jar Binks,
Ooh.
and you are not allowed to kill yourself?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean,
I've got a question to clarify.
I'll jump off
If
the
you
building by
look-
accident.
If you look like Jar Jar Binks, can you choose your voice? Vice versa. If you sound like Jar Jar Binks, can you choose what you look like?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Misa don't know.
I'll sound like him.
You want to sound like him?
Misa sound like him.
I think Misa gonna have to sound like him. Okie day?
What are you both gonna look like when you sound like him?
Bill Murray.
Don't. What about you, Logus? Logus McBrogus.
I'll look like this. I'll look like this really good-looking dude, and then I'll have like this weird voice to throw people off,
Okay.
like in Grown Ups.
Like in Grown Ups, the lifeguard or whatever.
I think I would
Saskatchewan. Ah.
I would rather sound like Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah.
And then I would just look like, who would I want to look like? Let's see. Damn.
I kind of want to look like him and have Morgan Freeman's voice.
See, now you're coming over to the dark side. See, that's what I wanted to do. Was I wanted to have Jar Jar Binks' face with Samuel L. Jackson's voice.
There it is.
Just say motherfucker a lot.
The only way to make Jar Jar bearable.
Every Yusa turns into a motherfucker.
Motherfucker got them lightsabers.
So we got 3 to sound like him and 1 to look like him. But you know what? With those voices, what about James Earl Jones?
There you
James Earl Jones would be a good.
Now you really got Darth Binks right there.
I want someone with a really deep voice, like almost unnaturally deep voice with Jar Jar Binks' face, just to make it sound like super menacing.
Ooh, who is the voice who does Shredder in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the cartoon that
James
Logan
Avery.
likes? James.
Oh, the original?
No, not James Avery.
The new one.
The new one.
I don't know, but James Avery was the
But
original.
he does a lot of voice work. Like, he has that deep voice. Like,
The new Shredder's voice is awesome.
yeah.
Who
He
was
like a brute.
Darkseid played by?
In the Apocalypse War?
Mhm.
That was the guy who plays
Candyman.
Candyman.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
His voice on Jar Jar Binks.
There you go.
Yeah.
There we go. You just have to have, like, a really deep voice. Oh, unless you get something like Gilbert Godfrey.
Oh my God.
Well, the thing about it is that you guys started playing this game,
Tony
kind of
Todd.
steering away from the horror by just taking out his voice and not taking his face, right?
Yeah.
I decided to lean right into that because that dude looks terrible. That dude looks horrifying, and if you give him a horrible voice, it's gonna be doubly so.
Oh my god.
What about Jar Jar with Harrison Ford's voice?
Oh my god.
We have a Star Wars mashup. The doctor just twitched.
Oh, how about this? Jar Jar Binks' face with Pauly Shore's voice.
Oh my god. I'm the
Weasel.
I'm Weasley subject.
Ooh, see, now you're leaning.
Me some like it.
Now you're actually leaning into something, the goofiness.
That's funny.
I'm dying.
Mhm.
All right.
Okay, so I guess, yeah, those are our answers.
All right. Here's the second one. Now this is Batman universe.
Batman.
That's my universe. It's
You
where,
can
it's where I hail
only
from.
choose one, and it's a movie. You can have a Joker sequel, the one with Joaquin Phoenix.
Uh-huh.
You can have a Batman Beyond live action with Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne.
Uh-huh.
You can have Ben Affleck receives a solo Batman movie,
Oh, that'd be interesting.
or a
Yeah.
Flashpoint live action with Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Thomas Wayne.
And the chick who plays Maggie as the Joker mom.
Yeah.
Martha Wayne.
How dare you present me with only the ability to choose one? I
And
want
there's
all
only
one of those
four.
I'd want, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, no, I don't want all four. I don't want the Joaquin Phoenix sequel because I think that works great as a singular standalone.
That was
does.
actually a really good movie by itself,
Yeah.
and I'm so sad that Logus can't see it.
I feel like if they made a sequel, the only way they'd have to do it is make it campy. Because they'd have to bring in some kind of another character,
Mhm.
and it wouldn't work. Like,
The only way that I see it working that it wouldn't be campy is just seeing Joker kind of downward spiral into his ultimate role.
maybe meet a Harley of some sort,
Mhm.
and then meet the Batman,
Mm.
and kind of end with a battle. Just-
I wouldn't want it to be a Batman because that's against the spirit of the original movie.
Yeah.
That's true. That's why I'm saying it would have to be. It would go campy, like in a way, because you would have to meet. He'd have to meet somebody that affects his life, like Batman or
Yep.
Harley,
They-
and then
Yeah,
you
but the
can't
beauty-
have them be a part of the movie.
But the beauty of Batman stories is they're human stories, so you could make it a human character that exists in the real world.
Yeah. Or maybe he goes against, instead of going against Batman, he goes against like the crime bosses.
I think Logus had something to say.
I'm just saying it wouldn't work out because the Joker wasn't supposed to be part of the Batman and all that.
Yeah,
Originally.
it's outside of the lore.
It's not a part of the DC.
It's a different universe.
Yes.
Mhm.
Now, Logus, which one of those movies would you like to see made?
Obviously not Joker 2.
No, obviously not Joker 2 because you said that wouldn't work. So what
So
do
we
you
got
think?
Batman Beyond. We got an Affleck solo movie, Batfleck solo, which I think could be good if they had the proper
You know
director.
who Jeffrey Dean Morgan is, right?
Negan.
He's Negan in Walking Dead.
He would be
Yeah.
playing
Nailed
Thomas
that guy.
Wayne,
And
Batman.
he is And he was already.
He already played Thomas
Yeah,
Wayne.
he already played. Oh yeah, you already knew that.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
Maggie
already,
from Walking Dead already played Martha Wayne.
Yeah.
She played it with him.
Yeah. At the
So-
beginning of Batman vs Superman. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I would do Flashpoint because I liked the
That's my
DC
fault.
anime movie, but I was disappointed that it wasn't live action.
Oh, it'd be
Yeah.
so amazing.
There would be a lot of blood though.
I would want to go with Batman Beyond with
That's
Michael
what-
Keaton because I love Michael Keaton's Batman and he wants to play old man Batman.
Not to mention,
Let
he
him do it.
looks like old man Batman now.
Yeah, let
Yeah.
him do it.
Yeah, he literally did a film that was a tribute to his time on Batman.
It was Birdman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Birdman was what Batman's name was originally.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
But he did
that's
Birdman,
funny.
yeah.
Yeah. That's what he
What a
did that film
coincidence.
about, his time as Batman.
What about you, Blasphemous?
I'm stuck between Flashpoint and Batman Beyond. Even though I think I would be down for a Batflex like solo movie, because like I said, I feel like he wasn't a bad Batman. It was the script being very convoluted and a whole bunch of like storyline in
Mhm.
one that just made the movies look horrible and made everybody just go, "Oh, he sucks." I'd have to probably do Batman Beyond as long as Terry McGinnis was cast correctly.
Yeah, you have to have Terry McGinnis.
He's basically a clone of Batman if you
Yeah.
didn't already know. Like Amanda Waller got his mom pregnant like through artificially
Yeah, I know.
with his DNA, with Batman's DNA.
Mhm.
Spoiler if you didn't know what Batman Beyond is about. That's what it's about.
It's future Batman.
It's Yeah.
with
But-
rocket boosters in his boots, which was kind of funny.
But
yeah,
Terry,
I watched all of that cartoon.
But it was cool. He'd pull out his arms, and there was like wings underneath it, so he could actually fly.
yeah, but the only difference is Terry McGinnis' parents weren't killed in front of him because the assassin refused to do it.
Yeah.
Well, I think that show is written well, really well, because
Yeah.
the fact is that like Joker probably wouldn't have lived that long, and even if he was, Batman would probably put him in long time prison by then.
Yeah.
And in that case, the Joker presence is just a gang. That
Yeah, the Joker
that
gang.
believes in chaos.
Until that one, I forgot what the movie was called, where the Joker actually came back, and he didn't understand how.
yeah,
Because old man Batman's like, I gotta put the suit back on. I don't know how this happened.
yeah, that's The Dark Knight Returns.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't remember. No, it's
Oh.
the Joker Returns is what it's called.
Oh well, the Joker returning was in The Dark Knight Returns though.
Yeah, but I'm talking about in Batman Beyond.
Mhm.
The Joker shows up, the original Joker,
Yeah.
and they didn't know how because he should have been dead.
Yeah.
And then,
there's a lot of parallels in those series.
I mean, if this would be a spoiler alert. I'm gonna pause here so you can stop. Okay, the Joker was actually one of the Robins.
hmm
It was, or who was it? It was oh crap, not Jason Todd, the other
Tim.
one,
Tim Drake.
Tim Drake. He basically had in the animated series got
I saw that
got
episode. It was
got
nuts.
abducted by Harley and Joker and turned him into a mini Joker.
Yeah.
Well, then they thought they saved him and fixed him, and then in the future he went crazy and became the Joker.
hmm
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nutty.
Didn't Kevin Conroy do Batman's voice in Batman Beyond?
Yes.
Yes, of course he did, because Kevin Conroy is Batman.
Why not?
He's the Batman.
All right, Doctor, which did you choose?
I want Batfleck,
You want Batman?
and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
You tell me.
I want the first Batman film that feels noir,
Okay.
that feels like a detective film.
Did you say noir?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just think he needs to bulk down a little bit
Yeah.
if
Bulk.
he was to do that.
Yeah. Bulk down a
Let's
little
make
bit.
him a little bit younger
Yeah.
I don't know.
and
Young
make a
Batman.
detective story.
Explain the spray paint. That's what the story needs to be.
Yeah.
The spray paint on the Robin suit.
Yeah.
The death in the family.
So
Death in the family.
Oh,
A death in the
Batfleck, Death
family.
in the family.
That would-
Now you know.
Yeah, that would be so great to actually get a movie like that.
I would love to see that
I would.
scene.
Yeah.
I would,
I would
love to
cry,
see that
but I
too.
would love to see it.
Yeah, I know, right?
I would demand that Ben Affleck have a lot of voiceover in that for scenes, because that's like a classically noir thing. So he talks like a cop,
Yeah.
right?
I
Or
think it would pull together
like a detective.
Batman vs Superman if it was if it was a prequel. Yeah,
Yeah.
bring it together and make people probably appreciate it a little bit more because they explained why that happened instead of just showing it and then not showing it.
And what would be great about that is you could show the imperfect side of Batman, where he has kind of personality flaws.
Yeah.
You can see it where he would think that Superman existing would be a threat,
Yeah.
and that would explain his attitude in
Batman, Superman.
Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
I think that would be a great connector for the series.
Yeah, and then you could show him at the end after he kills Jason Todd
Mm-hmm.
as Robin. Show him beating the life out of the Joker, breaking his teeth, explaining why he has metal teeth. Then the Joker going kind of mad because, yeah, he beat him up, but he didn't kill him because he didn't want to. Going to jail. Tattooing himself because he wants to make the bat
Oh yeah,
feel like shit. And then he meets Harley Quinn, and it makes sense. It
Yeah.
all brings it all together.
yeah, and I could see that very easily explained with like a 5-minute montage scene.
Yeah.
Where you just see his face staring at the camera intensely, and his body's in all these positions, like where he's getting tattooed, and like where he's, I don't know, getting his hair re-dyed or whatever, and getting his mouth fixed
Yeah. That would be, yeah, it makes...
in a ton of bound.
It would make
bandages.
sense. Like then at least that you could show him as the Joker without all the tattoos and the grill basically,
Yeah.
and it would make people probably enjoy it a little bit more.
Show his progression as to why he's
Yeah.
like that. Locus?
It would also explain why he has a tattoo of a mouth on his hand.
Well, yeah, it's because he broke his teeth and that he put that there so he could always smile with his perfect smile, and he can gloat to Batman. That's why he put damaged on his head, is to say, hey, Batman, you couldn't finish the job. I'm damaged because of you, but guess what? I killed your Robin. So that would be cool. I think that would be a good one.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Okay, we've got another guest. We have the monkey here. Monkey! Oh, you can barely hear her. There she is. She said she's here. After all that, I think we're going to do the weekly chug.
The weekly chug.
The weekly chug.
Like I said, we have two that are from the same brewery called Abita.
That's a local brewery.
Is it local? I didn't even know.
It was in the local section.
Oh, it must be local because it says it's in Louisiana.
Oh.
Maybe
well,
they just
never
put
mind.
it in the wrong section.
Yeah, probably.
They've got two of them. We've got Purple Haze, which I picked because I thought it was interesting.
Or a
And-
raspberry lager.
Yeah, a raspberry lager, 4.2, low alcohol count, so it's I bet you it's going to be very fruity. And then we chose their amber, and looks pretty good.
It's also a low alcohol count, 4.5.
Yeah,
It's an amber ale though, and I enjoy amber ale so much.
they're so good. Which one do we want to start with?
I want to try the amber first.
The amber.
Yeah,
Okay.
before I do the raspberry.
So on the back of the amber, it's easy to love as New Orleans itself. Amber is Abita's original beer and New Orleans favorite. Brewed with pale and caramel malts and German pearl hops, it has a smooth, malty, slightly caramel flavor. It is Abita's most versatile beer for food pairing and a star ingredient for many great Louisiana chefs. Ooh, we getting Louisiana up in here.
Woohoo!
Amber for me. Amber for the lady. And I don't know, I don't have a medical degree to give you a beer, but here you go.
It's okay, you don't need a medical degree to hand a man a beer.
You know what's great? Is you just hear monkeys coos.
Coo, 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 coo. There she is. She's eating, so if you guys hear that, it's her eating a cookie. It's very loud. All right.
She's very aggressively eating that
All right,
cookie.
She is.
Cheers.
Cheers to
Cheers.
all.
That was glass.
I could drink it over again.
Oh, wow, that's good.
See?
I enjoyed
See, she
that.
likes it.
You ever had a
We are responsibly drinking, by the way.
have you ever had a sweet wheat bread?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what that is.
This tastes like another beer kind of too, and I can't think of it, but it tastes really good.
I like the aftertaste is really good. It's like
It's very mellow.
yes, it's not like overpowering, and that's what I really like about it. It's really good. It smells good,
It smells like a normal amber. There's nothing like special about that smell, but it's good.
this is a very I can see me being by the pool drinking one or two of these.
Yeah, I could drink a 6-pack at least. All right. Well, ratings, anybody?
I'll give it 2 beers and a pool floaty.
2 beers and a pool floaty.
Ooh, I give it 3 beers and a unicorn floaty. Because unicorn floaties are better than regular floaties.
I'm gonna give it 3.5 and a taco.
And a
That's fair.
taco. Wow.
Now, this is not my favorite thing because like I'm not really into mellow. I like very strong, intense flavor.
See, I like mellow because that just makes me
But
happy.
even to him, it's not like just like a strong hop flavor. He liked the peach.
Oh,
That was very mellow beer, but it was very vibrant flavor.
And I do like this beer. It's a pool floaty is on par with a 3-score beer for me.
3 score.
So it's something that I could drink a lot of, but because I could drink a lot of it, it's just not very flavorful.
Mm-hmm.
It's refreshing, and I could drink it by the pool a lot.
Yeah, it's good. I think it can definitely. Yeah, I can see what they're saying. Like it's a good pairing beer. I think it could go with anything. Tacos, gumbo, like Louisiana, like they're saying.
Very much, yes.
Fish, it could go with steak. It's very versatile.
Very versatile, and the flavors that you do detect are real good.
Yeah.
Okay, next is
The Purple Haze, one of my favorite Jimi Hendrix songs.
Purple Haze.
Raspberry lager. Clouds of real raspberries swirl in this tart, tantalizing lager brewed with Pilsner and wheat malts along with Vanguard hops. Let the scent of berries and this hazy purple brew take your taste buds on a harmonious journey inspired by the good vibes and free spirit of New Orleans.
That straight tastes like, or smells like.
Nolans.
Well, it smells good.
Smells.
No,
it
it
smells.
Yeah, it smells like straight up
I think it smells like
sour berries.
that. I was getting more of like a grape jelly, like like a raspberry jelly.
I
Oh
could
god,
see that,
I
yeah.
hope this isn't a sour beer. I hate sour beers.
Mm.
Oh, here, sorry.
No, I don't think it's sour. It
No.
tastes like beer, but with a raspberry aftertaste. It's not bad.
Yeah, like. You
I
ever
don't
had-
like it.
You need to drink it more, I think. I don't think it's like, it's not something you want to drink a lot of.
Did you take a four tongue sip or a back tongue? Try the back tongue.
Try back tongue.
It's a real good back tongue.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's different.
Yeah.
Mhm. It
'Cause-
tastes more like berries on the backside.
Yeah, it does.
The front side, you taste all the beer.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then get that
Okay, now
aftertaste.
I can see the difference.
Mhm.
It's not bad. I can't see me drinking a lot of these at once, but I can drink it. It's actually really good.
I give it a bushel of berries and a Jimi Hendrix.
Wow, that's a nice little.
That's a
I'd-
great rating.
I'd
Purple
give
Haze.
I'd give it about 3 burning guitars.
3 burning guitars.
I'll give it 2 smashing guitars and a joint.
Well, Jimmy would be proud to hear that. Abita, we like your beers.
You have very good
Um,
beers.
We don't hate them.
They're great.
They're definitely unique.
No, I'll drink a lot of these beers.
Oh yeah, I could drink them again. All right, Monkey, what are you doing? She laughs at her dada.
So nice we drank it twice.
We drank it twice. We did buy at least a 6-pack of each of these, so we all have
2 each.
2 each.
2 each.
It's great.
Mhm.
Perfect.
No matter how many times he begs us, we don't share with Logus McBrogus. We drink
No.
responsibly.
No, like I said, we drink responsibly here. Logus McBrogus, he doesn't even want to be a part of this, and he's not really. He's just kind of drawn. That's
I'm
okay.
just sitting here.
All right, you guys, you want to do a movie review?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We recently saw Apokalips War. I think we should do that.
Okay.
Yeah, Justice League Dark Apokalips War.
There it is, Justice League Dark Apokalips War.
It was a great movie. What did you think of it, Tank Girl?
So, if you haven't seen it yet, be aware. Spoilers. So, I loved the dynamic of the story. I thought, it was a really good flow, I guess you can say. I think my favorite part of it is the fact that, it does kind of revolve around Superman, Raven, trying to get Constantine into this. But the fact that Raven and Damian have a love story, that was really interesting to me, and I really liked it. And it just shows what happens when the Justice League actually goes against Apokalips the first time. Sorry, I just had a
This
brain
is not
fart.
the first time, actually.
Well, after the first time, this is the second time
Yeah.
where they actually brought the fight to him, and just the damage and the destruction that came after it.
It was a bad idea.
But it was.
It pretty much, like she said, spoilers.
But you know what's
Like,
great?
The world is pretty much ended.
Oh, the world's fucking gone.
Yeah.
It's destroyed. I think I loved that it was pretty funny too. Like, they had a lot of funny parts in it. Like, I was kind of laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
King Shark is a shark.
King Shark is a shark.
Yeah, King Shark was in it. He's just completely, seems like a moron. He just says the same thing like
And it's
Groot.
and it's funny at the end he talks and Captain Boomerang's like, "Gotta be kidding me."
You gotta be kidding me. You can actually talk.
And also they have the Suicide Squad in there, of course. Harley, Black Manta, Cheetah, King Shark, Captain Boomerang. So they had the Suicide Squad in there.
They've got my favorite, Constantine.
Yeah.
He's always in like Justice League Dark.
That's what everybody
He
always
is the-
calls the Constantine.
Well, he is also the live-action Constantine
Yes, he is.
from the DC show. I loved that, you know, they're trying to get Constantine to, you know, help them, and he goes, I don't want to fucking help you, blah, 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 and he goes, well, screw it, let's do it, let's go.
Well, I mean,
Who?
like we said, if they don't know by now, this is all spoilers, so I'm dropping shit. Like, he didn't want to because they went on the first mission against Apocalypse, and
Zatanna
his love, Zatanna, because he's in love with her in this story, gets killed by a bunch of like
Paradooms.
Superman parademons were called paradooms.
Yeah.
Like, so he didn't want to go back because he's like, oh, we're just gonna lose anyway.
Who was the dude he hung out with?
It was Etrigan the demon.
Etrigan the
and
demon.
He's just sitting there at the bar just drinking.
Yeah, he doesn't rhyme anymore.
You're not rhyming anymore. He goes, screw it.
Yeah, his friend, I always forget the kid's name, but there's like a kid he hangs out with who's kind of like a gothic kid. At least that was when in thinking the animated series, but it was like his best friend.
Yeah.
And he got killed, so he was like depressed.
So what did everybody think about Superman having a kryptonite tattoo?
That was awesome.
That was a very brutal detail.
From what I heard, that's not even from the books. That's something somebody was like, we're gonna add this in.
I thought that was awesome.
That's a great idea.
Well, how did Superman get his powers cast off in the?
Trigon possessed him, and then when Trigon came out, it was like all.
No. I mean in the comic book series.
Oh,
I don't remember.
I don't
think he
remember.
did.
None of.
I think
Okay.
it was just like, hey, it's a battle. Or we got beat up. It's a rocky battle. I got beat up. Okay, all of a sudden now I'm gonna kick you.
But Logus, yeah, I thought that was a really cool idea that, you know, Trigon possessed Superman to let that kryptonite tattoo just
Break off.
Well,
break off of
he
him,
like
yeah.
basically fizzled it out with his powers, and then he got Superman's powers on top of his. Trigon Superman versus Darkseid.
Well, this is great writing when Constantine is involved or any of the dark series superheroes are involved, is that they have writing that is like it throws you off.
Yeah.
So.
yeah.
I like what they do when they were in the Apokalips scene. Like, Flash had to keep it running. Cyborg was basically the source wall.
You're talking about what? So in the beginning, they all go against Darkseid, whose planet Apokalips is outside Earth's orbit, and they're afraid it's going to destroy it. Which, yeah, that's what he's going to do. So they went and flew over there to go after him, and then they lost. And then what Logus is saying is the ones that were needed could be used for things. So we had Flash being basically a never-ending energy generator by running on a treadmill, generating power for the planet.
It's true.
And then Cyborg was
The source wall.
turned into the source wall.
Which
You
is
had-
basically the computer running everything.
You had Batman basically being Darkseid's assistant.
He was his possessed assistant with what was the chair? I forgot what it's called. It was
The Mobius chair.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the Mobius
Yeah.
chair
I
was
couldn't remember.
the Mobius chair is the god of knowledge.
The chair that gives you all knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
In the comics, he finds out there's 3 Jokers.
Yeah.
But in this one, he didn't get any kind of questions to ask.
And then it was cool that with the ones that he tore apart and stuff, he turned them into like kind of cyborgs that were his guards.
Yeah, and he like tore a bunch of people apart,
Like
and
Starfire.
and then put them back
Hawkman,
together wrong.
with robots.
Yeah.
And other things.
Like
Mara-
Mara had a giant robo
Shit,
mermaid tail.
No, it's a robo serpent tail, like sea serpent tail.
Yeah, it was pretty nuts, and you could tell that was probably a really painful thing for them to be living through.
Oh yeah, Starfire was basically ripped in part.
Mm-hmm.
Hawkman got ripped in half. It was nuts.
Well, you have to realize that it's also a very gory and graphic, but it just has like so much gore and so much like visuals that just makes you go, oh my god.
I mean,
oh.
it wasn't nuts, but yeah, it was gore.
Well, when
I mean,
they
I
had,
felt okay showing Logus it. And
Well, yeah.
I know he knows better.
well, like when the Parrot Doom had their nails in Mara's face, basically ripping it
Oh,
off. I was like,
yeah.
oh my god.
I mean, I used to watch horror movies at his age, so I was like, yeah, this is not even that bad.
It was really good details, and I really liked the graphics. I thought it was good.
Well, but for a DC animated movie,
that was overly graphic.
It was pretty intense.
Yeah.
There's a lot of blood going on.
Suicide Hell to Pay.
Suicide Squad Hell to Pay.
Yeah, Suicide Squad Hell to Pay. That is very gory. Logus cannot watch that.
No.
But, well, I mean, by brand alone, Suicide Squad is real gory.
It's supposed to be.
But, what's it called? I especially think it's cool how Raven released Trigon and he basically was beating up Darkseid for eternity at the end.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, it's like he unpossessed Superman and became himself.
He kicked his ass.
Yeah, he was kicking his ass, and that's when we last see him.
And the last thing he says was, "Thank you, daughter."
Yeah.
So he could, is just found a worthy adversary to kick the ass up. Yeah, because Trigon had found his worthy adversary in Darkseid.
Yeah, pretty much unkillable to an extent.
A new god versus an old god.
Pretty much, yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. So, what do you think about the very ending where they're all sitting there on the shore, you know?
Well, no, they're sitting on the shore after being beaten up, and then they basically, I think Constantine, was it Constantine that talked to the Flash?
He tells
he's
Flash.
He's all basically, you need to go flashpoint this.
Well, he's pretty much like, it's time, mate. He's like,
it's
you know what you need to do.
Yeah, and he just runs off, and like the whole universe just it eliminates itself.
It turns white, and then it's done.
Yeah, they're restarting because this is the last movie in this line of DC animated films.
Was this New 52?
I think it technically is, yeah.
Okay, that's
all the artwork is New 52, so they're going to eventually go into the new stuff.
Yeah, that was an incredibly short arc.
The new movie coming out is going to be awesome for Superman.
It's confused me because when Constantine talked him into it, I got confused because Raven said that Flash already closed the Flashpoint, like he can't get back in.
But he opened a new door for Darkseid to come in. That's what the whole point of Flashpoint is the fact that he opened a paradox to the fact that Darkseid can see now, oh, here's this world, let me fucking take over it. Like, that's what it was. That's why Barry had to go back and just completely destroy it all.
Yeah, the events of Flashpoint led up to Apokalips War.
Bloody time travelers.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that world basically turned into the world in Flashpoint?
The world he turned when he ran back in Flashpoint and turned it back good again.
He created
that's
that
the world that ended up getting destroyed by Apokalips.
Yeah.
Or by a Darkseid.
By Darkseid.
Yeah. So even though that he did Flashpoint, he realized that what he did was wrong and he went back to fix it. He still opened that doorway for Darkseid to come and rule, and then that gave us our whole universe, and this is the end
and then he
of that
basically
universe.
has to run and destroy it and reset it.
This is sad. I like the artwork and everything.
Oh, the artwork is really good.
You saw the preview for the new Superman.
I know, the artwork's way different.
It doesn't look that bad, though.
No.
It's along the lines of that.
I know, but I like that artwork, and I'm sad the storyline has to end.
The New 52 was, even though it wasn't like my childhood, it was my adulthood.
It was
still
good
was
looking.
It was my era of comics.
It's really
it was
sad.
a good looking comic book series.
Yeah, because people didn't look weird. They looked all like pretty reasonable for like, you know.
Except for the Flashpoint movie, their proportions were horrible.
They were getting things together.
I'm really sad that this storyline, this universe has to end, but I'm very excited to see what they come up with next. And, you know, they still have, like, the side movies, like Red Sun, which we talked about was good.
Yeah.
Also, like, there was
Gotham by Gaslight.
Batman Ninja. Yeah. That one was cool. Like
Gotham by Gaslight.
Gotham by Gaslight.
Which was basically
the Jack the Ripper story.
Yeah, and it's like, we have these movies, and they're really good. It's just sad that the one storyline is ending, but I'm really excited to see what the DC animated movies have.
I can't wait to see whatever the first Batman movie of the new.
Yeah, the new series.
It was rumored to be a death in the family, but.
Well, that'd be interesting.
I would totally see.
We haven't seen Jason Todd die in the animated movies. We've seen him not resurrected, but come back as Red Hood.
Yeah, we've seen under
in
the
the
Red
Batman
Hood.
Beyond movie, we saw it explained. We didn't see Jason Todd, but we remember in the alley we saw like Joker hitting
Yeah.
with a crowbar.
But what if we started a series with Death of the Family?
Oh, that'd be cool. With the Joker who had his face peeled off and wore it like a mask,
Yep.
Yeah.
and he knew where the Batcave was.
Mhm.
You know what would be?
Well, if we're gonna do cyclical, go ahead.
You know what would be a really smart move for the people in the DC animated movies? If they did the Batman Who Laughs.
I was just about to say that.
Oh, see, this is why we're married.
Well, I mean, I have the first appearances of him, except for maybe the Teen Titans appearance, which I think is technically the first appearance. But
how
yeah, if they bring all the Batman metal into this new universe, I would be so down.
Yeah, but like, how cool would that be if they made that like a 3 or 4 movie series? You know, just so that they can introduce all the Batman metal, like all the characters that are in that.
There's like
Plus-
6 of them.
I know, like add like 2 at a time, and then just have the Batman Who Laughs, and then just go with that storyline.
Yeah, that'd be
And what if they did it with like a Frank Miller-esque animation?
cool. I don't know about that.
Maybe not.
Maybe like a more current version, yes. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not like Sin City style.
No, we're talking about Dark Knight.
Well,
Oh,
I-
yeah.
It's very square.
I don't mean the actual
jawed,
proportions, but I mean like the color.
The color aspects, like
Yeah.
all the colors that they
Color
use.
ratios that they use.
Yeah.
Mm.
I would love to see
Very,
a Jim
very
Lee.
stark.
I would love to see a Jim Lee look at the Batman Who Laughs.
He has. I think
No, like a
the
like
Immortal
either,
Men cover I have is actually a Jim Lee Batman Who Laughs.
No, I mean like either a comic series or a movie with Jim Lee's artwork.
Well, yeah. I don't think he does animation. He
Mm-mm.
directs the animation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think he does animation per se. The only animated he does, he just draws the pictures, as far as I know. Because nowadays they don't draw frame by frame. They use a computer.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah.
upload a character that somebody drew, and then they can move it around because
Yeah.
of the computer.
Yeah. So someday,
Freaking technology.
Dr. Cheese is gonna make an animation. It's
gonna
gonna be
amazing.
real shitty.
I actually got a guy
Yeah.
who can do that.
Oh, nice.
You
Well, all in all, it was a great movie, right?
Yes, it was.
Oh,
I
I think
love
so. Yeah.
Yeah, it really was.
I'll give it 3 Batmans up.
I would give it also 3 Batmans up
Mm.
out of 3 Batmans up.
3 Batmans of Justice.
I'll give it the original trio plus an extra Batman.
Original trio. Why am I drawing blank?
So she's saying 4 Batmans.
Batman,
Out of 3
Superman,
Batmans.
and Wonder Woman, the original trio.
Oh, the Trinity.
Yeah, the Trinity.
Yeah. The
Oh,
4,
I'm so
the
sorry.
4
Oh, the trio.
Batmans.
That makes sense.
I'll give it the 4 Robins.
The 4. There's more than that, but the 4 main Robins.
The boy Robins, yeah.
The boy Robins.
The boy
Okay, the Blobbins.
It was really good
Blob.
though. So
The Brobins.
the Brobins.
You
The
don't-
Brobins. Okay. All right. Well, that's a great movie. You should watch it. It's pretty It's like $20.
Yeah.
It was worth
Not too
it.
bad. Yeah.
It's worth it. You get a bunch of extras too. Now we have to announce a nerd word.
nerd
Nerd
word.
word.
Nerd word for the contest that we're doing on Facebook. And the nerd word is afoot, as it's strange things are afoot at
Oh,
the
that's-
Circle K.
You are
Right.
so wrong.
Bill and Ted.
I hit you with a band hammer.
So-
the band hand.
Go to our Facebook page. You will see what you need to do.
And basically, you just gotta you subscribe to YouTube, and we're gonna put up a post probably Friday or not Friday because this is gonna come out. So maybe the next day once this comes out, and whoever the first 3 people comment get to pick whatever the prizes are. Go over them again. It's a mini figurine called Batman Black and White. It's in a package. It's let's see, 4 inches tall, maybe 5 inches, depending on if it's Batman or Robin. That's cool. I got one that was Damian Wayne. Then there's a trade, the full story of Superman Red Sun. And then the third one is a HeroClix 5 figurine game, or you can just collect them as figurines. They're pretty cool. They're little small ones, but they're
Okay.
fun.
Also, we'll have extra prizes that are in there that are secret.
There's little throw-ins with it.
No,
And
no,
we might even get stickers by then.
now, Blasphemous, what did they have to comment again?
Afoot.
Afoot.
As in,
And
strange things are afoot at the Circle K. So the word afoot.
the timestamp.
You can do the timestamp, yes. I'm not going to penalize them if they don't. But as long as they listen, and there it is.
You have to know the word, though.
And if you spell it wrong, I mean, it's not a hard word, but there's people who can't.
But
Afoot. It's
Come on, Google it.
you can Google it if you really need to.
Logus, how do you spell afoot?
A-F-O-O-T.
There you go.
Even an
Afoot.
11-year-old can spell it.
There you go. Now you have no excuse.
No excuse. So whoever's first to comment on our post, I think on Saturday, you get to choose out of the three prizes, and the first, and then
So,
start.
Yeah.
Gets whatever left over.
First 3.
Oh yeah, like I'm excited. We might have stickers by then, so we'll see.
heck yeah, you'll get a free sticker.
Munch Bros stickers
Oh yeah.
coming up in the world. Got merch. Sticky
stickers.
merch.
And then one day we'll get like t-shirts and stuff like
One
that.
of these days.
We'll see.
One of these
You
days.
just
Depends on how
you
much
just
I
have
like
to-
the nerds that are listening.
You just have to go. You just have to go to Best Buy to get custom stickers.
No, I'm not going to Best Buy.
No,
Oh,
we
I got a
no
guy.
way.
They need
I support local
reservations.
businesses.
No,
So we're supporting a local Reno man.
we
Local-
got a guy.
Local businesses are a lot better than big businesses.
Yes.
We got a guy.
They keep the money in the area. All right. Now we have. I think we. Wait. I don't know if we have. It depends on if we were good. Were we good, Tank Girl?
I don't know.
Are we bad?
Yeah.
We're bad.
Yeah.
You're bad.
I've been a bad boy.
Bad.
I've been a
to the bone.
bad boy.
But
So
I
can we have
think-
a one-liner?
I think you guys deserve a one-liner.
Because she likes bad boys.
This
Oh
one,
yeah.
this one is gonna blow your guys' mind. Are you ready?
I don't know. I don't know if I can use a cranium explosion right now.
I don't
Oh, I
think
could always use a
Okay.
cranium.
I don't
Let's do
think
it
I have the
extreme.
brain to be ready.
Let's do a cranium explosion.
Are we ready?
I am.
Let's do it.
Pizza rolls are just Italian gushers.
Brain exploded.
How dare you do this to me?
See, I don't know. I don't remember gushers destroying my mouth like pizza rolls.
Every time, they're
But they
basically
gush in your mouth.
pizza
Then
rolls
you
are
didn't
mini
eat
Hot
enough
Pockets.
gushers.
There's an 11-year-old present here.
They do gush in your mouth.
It didn't tear your mouth open. You didn't eat enough of them. That's all I'm
That's
saying.
true. I think I cut off at like 25. You must be going for the full 30 back in the day.
Pizza
Oh,
rolls
I was
burn
a
my
fat
insides.
What you mean?
We all were. Let's see. Another food that ripped your mouth was freaking like Cocoa Pebbles. It was horrible.
Oh yeah.
No.
I had
it-
many battle scars.
Oh, it was always Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh no, it loved me so well. That's why I ate it all the time.
Oh yeah. The Fruity Pebbles, man. You could smell that from outside the bag.
Hell
Yep.
yeah, you
Some
can.
dank ass Fruity Pebbles.
Some dank ass Fruity Pebbles.
They need to bring back cinnamon pebbles.
Cinnamon Pebbles. Me
Ugh.
and you. I heard wind of this. I told Locust McBrogus about Cinnamon Pebbles possibly coming out, and he was like, "No way." And you remember, Tank Girl? We were going to the grocery store every week looking for the damn cereal. We were promised, and we were gonna get it.
Oh,
We got it. It was so delicious.
they
Was it
were
Cinnamon
good?
Toast Crunch, basically Fruity Pebbles.
they were so
Dope.
excited when they got it.
Oh, we took a picture. I have it on my Facebook.
Did you try it, Tank Girl?
No.
No.
She doesn't really cereal much anymore.
Nah, that's
She don't
fair.
get cereal.
I don't
I don't
really
cereal.
like. I don't like cereal either.
I love cereal. It's the milk I don't like. It doesn't like me.
I think you might need to go get one of those nut milks.
I do. I drink almond milk, but that even gets to me sometimes. It's weird.
Yeah, I think they make pistachio milk now.
They have oat milk.
I would like to
Wanna try
try.
that?
the
Well, you've
pistachio.
tried oat already. I haven't tried that yet.
Yeah,
so.
oat milk is kind of weird, man.
I tried though. All right. Well, nerds, that's all we have for this week. We are your hosts,
Tank Girl.
Dr. Cheese.
Blasphemous, and our special guest.
Locust McBrogan.
He'll definitely come back. All right, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
Bye bye.
Audio.